Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Um, I just wanted to come in here right quick because, um, as I stated, LA is my hometown and I have a lot of family there and friends, and it's so disturbing to see the photos. I said on my community wall, a family friend um, lost their home in Palisades, and another friend is still kind of sitting on ready because depending on the wind, it could move um, their way, her and her husband. And so, but I do know that someone else I know in Altadena lost their home. So I know a lot of people there because that's where I grew up. That's where my family, that branch of my family is. The rest of them are in Texas, but um, so far that's what's happened. And this is something I had wanted to do so that people could uh, be prepared. Because just like the fires are going on, you have winter weather coming, ice storms, and so on. And so I felt that it was um, a service and information I could provide so that people would, who are not aware, because people on here, a lot of people on here are very aware of the information that's out there. But for those who are not, I wanted to stress that you get a couple of items um, for emergency, such as ice storms when Texas was without power all that time, this fire in LA, and things like that. And again, there looms in the horizon the possibility of the grid being attacked. So I wanted to provide this information so that people could uh, go shopping, so to speak, and get what they need, especially with the winter weather setting in the way it is. Um, Now, the first thing that I have is a solar panel. And a solar panel, it's also rechargeable, so that's good. A solar panel is something that if there is no power, you can hook it up to that and you still have use of your phone. You still have use of a lot of other electronic things that you may need. And in that way, you won't be suffering as a result. I think that, when it comes to the cold, I really don't understand how that works with the heating is different in every state as far as the cold is concerned. I grew up in LA, so I still not familiar with that. And when I lived in Texas, I was not really that up on it. But one thing you do need is a solar panel, and that will prevent you from losing your electronic use and anything else you may have. The other thing is a hand crank radio, and you crank it up and power it by hand, but it has a flashlight, it has a USB port, so you will not be without some kind of way to power up and charge your electronic devices, to see, um, to have a radio where you can hear what's going on. And I think that we all remember what happened in Katrina. People were without anything. Even in Texas recently with the ice storm, people were without power. And this is one of the things you do. It also has a lamp on it. And the other thing is like a ham radio, a little small portable hand radio. And they're not expensive. And you can get as many as you want, but also you can give them out to family members, and you all can have a way to communicate if something happens to the grid or if something happens where you happen to live. Now, I'll put photographs of these items on my community wall. And there's also the thing regarding how you're going to eat. If the stores aren't open and the food shelves are empty and that sort of thing. The first thing that I was told that you should get, and this is accepted all over the place by people, and that's Spam. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Spam, they don't like the pork in it and so on, but Spam was a staple in during World War II, and basically, and that's the history of it. And that's what I was told back then during the Depression and everything else. Spam was something that was inexpensive, but it had a long shelf life. And so you might want to stock up on that. And then with Trump talking about the tariffs, well, the first thing prices to go up, and it's already started going up, is the price of coffee. And the last time, the last time I went in, coffee had the price slowly creeping up. Everyone's watching it and seeing that. So if you can get, depending on what kind of coffee you use, if you can get stock up on that and buy it in bulk and have enough coffee around and sugar and that sort of thing. But they also say get jars of pickled food because it too has a longer shelf life. And during an emergency, if you want to eat something that's nutritious or whatever, then the pickled items, those are the ones that you should stock up on as well. So I will put photographs of these electronic sabers on my community wall. You can get them on Amazon. Look at the reviews. You might want to do a search in Google to see which are the best solar panels, which are the best radios, and the other, which are the best portable, small handheld ham radios. And you can find them on Amazon. Look at the reviews and make sure that it's a top rated item, and you will find yourself in a better position to be prepared for emergency. I don't know about people having or not having go bags, but you need a go bag. And the other thing is that during this fire, I was reminded of people are, they've lost photographs and that sort of thing. And you can buy the larger Sentry boxes. They're like safes, but they have a key, but they're fireproof. And then they have the ones that are fireproof and waterproof. And you can keep your photographs that are precious to you that you don't want to lose, historical photographs in there. And they have safes that are waterproof and fireproof as well. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you all. So go out, get you some of these things so that during these sorts of emergencies, especially the winter emergencies, they even have a battery operated heater, but I've found one online, but none in the stores. So, and you have to be careful because I've seen some reviews where people have thought it was battery operated. It was a misleading thing. And this was on Amazon, and it turned out it was one you connected to the wall. So be sure and read the reviews when you look for a battery operated heater. You'll probably find it in the camping items, not the propane ones, just the ones that are operated on battery, so that you can keep warm if there's an ice storm or a winter storm or something of that nature. So that's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.